It all started with a boundary. Vashti was the queen of Persia and the wife of Xerxes. After her husband had become drunk with some of the princes and called for Vashti to come parade around her beauty to them, she said no. Now the princes were in his ear telling him that he had a disobedient wife. And sometimes boundaries to say no to authority do come off as disobedience. But let's take a deeper look. It's not mentioned for certain why she said no. She could have been tired from entertaining and hosting, or she could have not wanted to be on public display and gawked at by a bunch of drunk men. Most would assume it's the latter. The reality is what he was asking her to do was wrong, and she stood up for herself and made a decision to say no to it. And he decided to do away with his queen and find a new obedient queen. Listen, boundaries aren't always easy. They make people angry. They have consequences. Sometimes they even remove you from people and places. P.S. You can feel sad after making the right decision. Regardless of Vashti's boundary, it opened the door for Esther to step in as the queen. And Esther later persuaded the king to save her people, God's chosen people. Do we see how a king went from not listening to a woman to being persuaded by a woman who wasn't even Persian? It's interesting how a boundary can change people and how God can use them for his glory. While the story of Esther is a great story for all women to remind them to be bold and courageous and to take a stand, let's not forget that it started with Vashti's courageous decision to set a boundary. God doesn't just use submission. He also uses our willingness to take a bold stand when we feel like what we're submitting to is wrong.